Oh, well, hello there, stream. I didn't know you already started. No, I'm just kidding. What's up, guys? It's your boy, the leader of the MLG Army. Back at it again. As you can tell by the title, Shut Up Microwave. No, that's not the title, but as you can tell by the title, it is now officially trial time. Investigation's over. Finally, we can get on with the trial. Might I add, I don't have to voice act as much in the trials, which I am loving that. Also, I want to add, I gained another subscriber today during my lunch break. So, whoever you were that subscribed to me, I appreciate it. And I hope you like my videos. But with that being said, let me go grab my food and we can get started. But hold on, because I need to check to see if my voice is being recorded. Hello. Yep, okay. We are good. And don't ask me why I stopped the stream here, because honestly I can't remember. But would you like to save your current progress? Oh, why thank you. I very much would. Skills we can set. Okay. Ow. That is hot cheese. Set skills. Okay. Let's check out the handbook. See what all we have here. Monokuma file number 5. Torture wounds, which I still don't think he was tortured. I think he killed himself. But we will find out, I guess. Burned rope, survival knife. That is very suspicious. Blood on left hand. His palm is completely clear. Duct tape. Spear. Monokuma plushie with the hole cut out of it. Blood on girder, Monokuma panels, oil lighter, MP3 player, Sonya's account, Monokuma's account, Monomi's notebook, the gas mask and gloves. Piece of blue paper, Monokuma special poison, Hope's Peak Academy file. Okay. Now that I know what I'm working with, let's finish preparations.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person...
Let me guess. Everybody besides the blackened will be punished.
I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
Congratulations. Whoever did it, step forward now. Dot, dot, dot.
Oh my! Monomi? My cute little sister? You're awfully quiet. What's happened to you? You've ascended the ladder of adulthood and reached the moon? Because you're a rabbit?
That makes no sense, but okay. Dot, dot, dot. I love how she looks angry right there, but her side picture makes her look all happy.
Yes, no!
Wow, Monokuma. You're a ruthless bastard. Dot.
One more time!
Again? Dang, Monokuma.
How about this one? This will be my final blow! It's useless.
Nah, you just found that out. It was useless test for the first time.
I feel bad for Monomi.
You're right. Now's not the time for me to horse around with Monomi. The class trial has started, after all.
Yeah.
The victim this time is Nagito, who was attempting to reveal the traitor for everyone's sake.
So, was it the traitor that killed him?
Who in the world killed him? I'm so curious.
You and me both, Monokuma. You and me both.
If he was killed for trying to reveal the traitor...
Let me guess, you're gonna say it would only make sense for the traitor to kill him.
That traitor is obviously the killer.
Yeah.
They were trying to shut Nagito up.
But I don't think that's the case.
No, that might not be it.
Huh? Are you trying to protect the traitor? They didn't call out when we were in danger. Don't tell me you're the traitor.
Don't say something so stupid. There's no way in hell I'm the traitor.
Now that's more like it. Why don't you guys hurry and start arguing already?
The traitor and the killer who murdered Nagito is here, right? Are they the same person? Or... Oh, here we go. Here we go, baby. Let's go. Torture wound, survival knife, duct tape, Monokuma panels, Monokuma account.
The killer didn't tape Nagito's mouth to shut him up.
Okay.
I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
Tortured Nagito.
So that's why he was so beat up. What were they trying to find out by torturing him? Definitely the bomb's hiding place.
Maybe.
If so, the suspect is whoever found the bomb first.
No, because...
That was Fuyuhiko.
Sonia. No, Sonia found the bomb.
I found it by coincidence.
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, he found
There's
it.
no way
Okay.
I'd torture someone.
Nagito's wounds, were they really caused by torture? Okay. But the point of torturing someone is to make them reveal information, right? Then it's Oh, it is pointless if you can't talk. Hold on.
The killer didn't tape Nagito's mouth to shut him up. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
Okay.
So that's why he was so beat up. What were they trying to find out by torturing him? Definitely the bomb's hiding place.
Okay, I was wrong. My apologies. Whoever tortured Nagito did not know that the bomb was fake. Then that means I am not a suspect?
Damn it!
No, I made a mistake. I need to think about this one more time. Okay, I know I have to use the duct tape.
The killer didn't tape Nagito's mouth to shut him up. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
But if they were torturing
The
him...
reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
So that's why... What were they trying to... Definitely the bomb's... If so, is whoever found the bomb first?
That was Fuyu. I found it by coincidence. There's no way I'd torture someone.
Okay, I'm so
The
confused.
killer didn't tape
Am I supposed to
Nagito. I'm
use it
telling
right
you,
here?
they were.
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
Yep,
No,
I
that's
knew
wrong.
it was the duct tape. I knew it. Oh, that's
But
still hot.
Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape, so he wouldn't have been able to confess anything.
Exactly.
If he was being tortured for information, they wouldn't have taped his mouth like that.
I'm prepared.
Okay. Oh, sis,
I just
hate
realized
doing
it.
this.
It's a trap.
Trap?
Stupid Hajime. You got caught in that trap.
Stupid. I'm not stupid. Okay, let's go. Torture runes, burn rope, survival knife, duct tape. Okay.
Like you said, if Nagito's mouth was taped shut, you obviously assumed he couldn't talk, but that was the trap. He wanted to hide the fact that he got interrogated.
But if you tape his mouth shut, how is he supposed to answer anything?
True.
Pay attention. This is how first the killer tortured and got information, and then after they killed
Information
him.
about the bomb. After they killed him. Okay, okay.
Damn it!
Like you said, if Nagito's mouth was taped shut, you obviously assumed he couldn't talk, right? But that was the trap. He wanted to hide the fact that he got interrogated.
I can't back down!
X. No, he's gonna beat me. Ooh.
But if you tape his mouth shut, how is he supposed to answer?
Pay attention. This is how at first the killer tortured and got information about the bomb's location. Then,
Wait. No, how am I supposed to triangle?
after they killed him,
Allow me to cut
okay.
through those words!
I wasn't trying to cut that, but apparently I did it and it was right.
No, there's no doubt Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape before he was beat up.
Exactly, because there wasn't there blood on it?
what did you say?
Who cares about the duct tape? We might as well settle this with rock, paper, scissors.
No.
We don't need to play a game. It's clear the duct tape was on his mouth before the torture even began.
Exactly, because I'm pretty sure there was blood on it.
Why do you always side with Hajime? Do you have a crush on him or something?
She might not, but Hajime has a crush on her. But be quiet about it. We don't want to embarrass him. Are you in elementary school or something?
You were with us when I peeled the duct tape off Nagito's mouth, right?
Yes.
The blood on Nagito's face wasn't under the duct tape, remember?
Oh, yeah. The blood wasn't under the duct tape is why I meant.
The blood on his face came from his arm wounds.
Mm-hmm.
Which means the duct tape was on his face before his arms were even wounded.
And the duct tape had a lot of crinkles around his mouth.
Yep, like he was
He
screaming.
must have been struggling to open his mouth under the duct tape.
Perhaps the duct tape was used so he wouldn't be able to scream. Then it's like I said at the beginning. The tape wasn't for torture. It was to keep his mouth shut.
Right, right.
However, if they wanted to seal his mouth, they did not need to hurt him with such ferocity.
They probably had a deep grudge against Nagito.
But we all had a deep grudge against Nagito. Even everyone that was dead. I mean, even everyone that's dead.
Then, are you saying the killer was trying to make him suffer?
If so, it's friggin' crazy. Did they go psycho or something?
No, they didn't just go crazy. Whoever did this must be one crafty bastard. If not, they wouldn't have taken the time to set fire to the crime scene and destroy all the evidence.
The warehouse fire was for destroying evidence?
Yeah.
We can't think of any other reason.
But who could have done that?
Yeah, we were all together, weren't we?
When the fire occurred, everyone in this room was
Exactly.
gathered in front of the warehouse.
Exactly.
Yeah. And right after I opened the warehouse door, the flames started burning from the very back.
Mm-hmm. Ow, that's hot, guys.
Which means it is plausible
I mean,
to
the
think
hot
that
pocket.
nobody here set the fire.
Unless they did it in advance.
The killer isn't one of us. But that's not the case, huh? I mean, it's wishful thinking.
Even if it was only a coincidence, the timing was just too perfect.
Based on the pattern up until now,
What pattern?
We should suspect that some kind of setup was used for this.
Pardon my crunching, guys, but, what pattern up until now? What are we talking about here?
Some kind of setup? Like what?
I do not know that, but that has been the pattern before.
Oh, I know what she's saying. And she's not wrong. Sorry, I keep hitting my microphone.
That's our Miss Sonia. You have such an amazingly high intellect. Alrighty then. Let's think about this based on what Miss Sonia thinks. Is that okay, Miss Sonia?
Damn right it is!
Did Sonia just cuss? The reason for the fire, huh? They're right, we need to clear that up first. Okay, let's clear it up then. Torture wounds, burned rope, survival knife, duct tape, Monokuma panels. Monokuma panels.
The direct cause of the fire was the oil lighter found at the crime scene, right?
That's correct.
The killer used some kind of setup. He lit the curtain on fire with the lighter.
No.
Some kind of setup?
I mean, yeah, setup.
Did they use the oil as an improvised fuse?
No.
They probably just threw the lighter.
No.
Based on the shape of that oil lighter, it can stand upright while the flame is lit.
Yes.
If they tipped over the lighter in some way, it could have ignited the curtain.
Yeah.
Some way?
I know the way.
Maybe they used invisible thread.
Oh no, that's a
There should have been a way to tip it over with sound waves.
No.
Or perhaps opening the door caused...
Yes.
I agree with that.
Dang it. Is it just me or did Sonia get smarter, guys?
I also agree that opening the door is what started the fire.
Just as I thought, it was the wind pressure. A dust devil blown here from glorious Japan!
No, not wind pressure. They probably used the Monokuma panels.
Yep.
A huge number of tipped-over Monokuma panels were found at the crime scene, right? It looked
Exactly.
like they were scattered everywhere, but some were laying on top of each other in a single line. Just a single line leading from the warehouse door to the fire's origin.
Does that mean anything?
The killer probably arranged those Monokuma panels to create a domino effect.
A domino effect. You mean those tiles kids play with by lining them up and tipping them over?
Yes, which in fact is actually pretty fun. I've seen some people make crazy things
In
out
place
of
of those tiles, the killer used the Monokuma panels. So when we opened the warehouse door, the first panel toppled into the second,
then the third, then the fourth,
and
then
from
so
there,
on.
they fell like dominoes until they reached the lighter at the end.
But wouldn't it be obvious that those big panels were falling over?
That's probably why they turned off the lights in the warehouse, so we wouldn't notice them.
I forgot the lights were turned off.
So the reason the warehouse was dark was to hide the domino effect.
And one more thing. There was something else the killer did to hide the domino effect, right?
Oh, the speaker. The MP3 player. The killer did one other thing to hide the domino effect? I didn't... Oh, I have to choose. Okay, yeah. It was a... where is it?
I see!
It was that.
You're talking about the MP3 player, right?
Yep, because without that we would have heard the panels falling over.
That hymn blaring throughout the warehouse masked the sound of the falling panels.
The inside of the warehouse felt even darker because our eyes were still used to the bright sunlight outside. Within that darkness, a loud hymnal blared throughout the warehouse at full volume. Hey, do you guys hear something? Yeah, it's really damn loud. Does Nagito like listening to this depressing crap? No, I'm talking about the music. I'm not talking about the music. And as if on cue, it suddenly started.
That's it. So the strange sound was actually the sound of the panels falling.
But those sounds weren't the only strange thing, right?
What are you getting at?
Looking back on it, it was also strange when we opened the door to the warehouse.
How so? It's fine, I'll open it slowly. No, that's not the problem. Seriously, it'll be fine. With those words, Akane brushed off everyone's warnings and slowly opened the door to the warehouse. Clatter, clatter, clatter. It's not opening. Is there something blocking the door? I can barely open it. I knew it. It's a trap. Seriously, just stop it, okay? Didn't I tell you it'll be fine? I just gotta use a little more force. What happened to opening it slowly? Akane ignored their protests, and with a mighty kick, the door flew open. Bam.
Ah, so the door was being blocked by a Monokuma panel.
And when we opened the door, the domino effect started, and the falling panels eventually reached the lighter.
Yeah, and that's how the warehouse caught on fire. At least, that's how it looks.
Let me stop you right there. Whoever this killer is pretty good at setting stuff up.
You don't look so sure.
At the time, Akane mentioned that she could barely open the door.
Because the panel was blocking it, right?
But the blocked doorway, there wasn't enough space for a person to fit through, right?
Is that a problem?
Yeah.
It's a major problem. I mean, that door was the only entrance to the warehouse.
If that door was the only entrance to the warehouse, I see. So the problem Chiaki is talking about is the fact that the killer couldn't have left.
I see! If the panel was so close to the door that it could barely be opened, the killer inside the warehouse wouldn't be able to leave, right?
Exactly.
Now that you mention it.
Does that mean they were hiding inside?
No, because we were all outside.
Who? We were all outside the warehouse, you know.
Exactly.
Based on the patterns up until now, I believe some kind of setup was used.
You don't have to think so hard. There's actually only one person who could have possibly done this.
Let me guess.
You don't mean...
Yep, she means. But if that's true, this murder...
Hajime? What do you mean? ...
The person who set up the domino effect inside... Ooh, I just got chills. I just got chills, guys. The person who set up the domino effect inside the warehouse... There's only one person who could have done that. Donna, 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 Donna. Oh no, Gundam. Why, Gundam? Why? Oh, those drumsticks? Why, Ibuki? Why? Oh, poor Mikan. No, rip Nekomaru. Rip Teruteru. Rip Peko. Oh, poor Mahiru. But, off track.
This is my answer!
It could have only been...
What if it was Nagito?
Why'd you bring him up? He's the victim, you know.
He wasn't just the victim.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Huh?
Not just the victim? What does that mean?
He was the victim. And he was the perpetrator, too. Maybe.
Are you saying this was a suicide? Don't be stupid.
This is a suicide.
His
I've been
body
saying
was
it from
covered
the
in
beginning.
torture wounds. Or did you already forget? Are you saying those were all self-inflicted?
But Nagito might do something like that, don't you think?
I think so.
That's not the issue. He was tied up, remember?
On the contrary, sir. One arm was free.
Even for a creep like Nagito, it'd be impossible. Yeah, as long as you understand.
It seems we need to discuss how Nagito was able to tie himself up.
Need to discuss? That's not necessary at all. No matter how much you think about it, it's clearly impossible.
No, it's not. Like he said, it seems impossible if you think about it, but I feel like I'm overlooking something. You are, and I know exactly what it is.
To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible!
Tying just the legs is one thing, but tying both arms would be impossible.
That's
you
why
couldn't
he didn't
do much
tie
with the
both
free
arms.
arm.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
How about if you use your teeth?
What? Oh.
Or if you use your front tail?
Akane.
Dirty
whoa.
joke! Is that a dirty joke?
That is a dirty joke.
To actually tie up your own, that's obvious.
Come on,
Tying
get back
just
to
the
where I
lip, tying both
wanted
arms
to do.
You couldn't do much with...
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
Okay. What? Is there a way to the internet connection quality is currently not sufficient to broadcast gameplay?
Crap!
To actually tie up your own arms and legs.
I'm pretty sure it's
That's
the bone rope.
obviously impossible.
Tying just the legs is one thing, but tying both arms would be impossible.
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
How about if you use your teeth?
That's a no.
Or if you use your front tail?
That's a no.
Dirty joke! Is that a dirty joke?
Where in the world am I supposed to use burned rope? Like right at the beginning?
To actually tie up your own arms and...
Okay,
No, that's
yeah.
wrong.
Hold on a sec. Isn't that premise flawed?
What? I mean, it's no mistake that his arms and legs were...
No, it shouldn't have been both of his arms. The rope on his right arm was completely burnt up. Based on that, you can't say he was tied up.
That was just burned by the fire. He should have been tied
That's
up
not
before
true.
then.
The fire didn't make it all the way back there.
It burned because of the fire. Like you said, it might look like that. But that was part of the trap. There's concrete evidence that proves it.
Is there? The proof that the burnt rope on Nagito's arm is a trap. Oh, his sleeve.
I see.
His sleeve wasn't burnt.
Take a close look at his right sleeve. Even though the rope was burnt up, his sleeve wasn't burned at all. Wouldn't you agree? A burn like this, no matter how you think about it, is unnatural. That rope was burned in advance so it would look like it was burned in the fire.
Then Nagito's right arm wasn't tied up, right? He was able to move it freely, right?
Yeah, that should be the case.
Hajime, that's awesome! I'll let you cop a feel if you want.
Ooh, take the opportunity, Hajime.
Akane, you should not give it away for free. Make sure they pay you first.
Oh, shut up, Sonia. Shh.
That's definitely wrong.
Fine. I just gotta get a Benjamin from him before I let him touch me, right?
That's not what I meant. I'm talking about Nagito. I mean, even if his right hand wasn't tied up, the knife was still stabbed into it, you know.
It's impossible to stab a knife into your right hand with your right hand.
Nope.
Ah,
The plushie.
That much is obvious.
Nope.
Hajime, you tricked me. Give me back that Benjamin.
I never paid you. Not only did she try to charge me, now she wants the money back? What the heck? Oh, so Hajime was thinking about it.
Hold on. There should be a way.
Then hurry up and spill it.
If it's something lame, I'll make you give back the Benjamin with 10,000% interest.
Oh gosh. A way to stab yourself in your right hand using only your right hand. It's okay, there's definitely an answer for this. I know exactly what it is. Make your arguments. Boom.
Even if Nagito's right hand was free, how could he stab his right hand with his right hand?
If he threw the knife into the air and let the knife fall,
No.
could he stab his hand that way?
That'd take
Is he a throwing
precise
knife expert?
activity. Yeah.
Maybe he propped the knife somehow?
Yep.
I agree with that.
Let's go, Chiaki. Chiaki is best waifu.
The life-size Monokuma plushie. He must have used that to prop the knife.
Makes sense. That's why there was a big hole in the plushie's stomach.
Yep.
He inserted the knife handle into that hole to prop it up. Then he slammed his hand onto it. If that's it, he had to place the plushie near him. And it also explains the mysterious blood on the plushie.
So the blood on the plushie came from Nagito after he stabbed the knife into his own right hand.
I see. So that's the trick.
But for a moment, I seriously thought Monokuma died or something.
A bleeding plushie is super scary. It's got the same fear factor as a doll whose hair grows too long.
After stabbing his hand, he no longer needed the plushie, so he cast it off toward the fire's origin point.
He probably thought the fire would incinerate it and destroy the evidence.
So what do you think now, Fuyuhiko?
Silence.
I get what you're saying about the wound on his right hand, but there's still one huge problem.
And what's
The
that?
spear. Basically, you're saying Nagito committed suicide by impaling himself with a spear, right?
Yeah.
If you think about the order, getting killed by the spear should have been the last thing to happen to Nagito. If that's true, how is that possible? He can't grab a spear with his right hand if a knife is stabbed into it and his left hand was all tied up.
He was holding the spear already.
Then he probably took the spear first, and as he endured the pain, he stabbed the knife into his right hand.
There is a limit to his constitution. If you got penetrated by something so big and thick, you would die instantly.
Whoa, fan service, am I right, guys? Oh my gosh. Here comes Kazuichi.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch all that.
Like I said, if you got penetrated by something so big and thick, you would die instantly.
Oh, Sonia, you're so innocent. Look at that face, too.
Say it one more time. I need you recorded. For reasons.
Hey, bastard, you better cut it out!
Like she said, in that condition, it's very difficult to stab yourself with a spear.
Not for Nagito, though.
It'd be hard to use a spear with a knife stabbed into your right hand, while your left hand is tied up.
But that spear had a cord attached to the end of it.
So you're saying it's impossible?
But no matter what I think, I can't believe Nagito's death was caused by someone else.
I also agree with that. To think that one of us could kill someone with such cruelty, I could never believe that.
You say you can't believe it?
Yep.
You just don't want to believe it, right?
No, can't.
But that's why you keep getting betrayed over and over again, right? Same goes for this time, too.
You just shut your mouth. It's against the rules to interfere with everyone.
Ooh, Monami.
If you even think about doing anything, I have a plan of my own.
Monome's sassing me!
But it's just as Monokuma said. We've been betrayed over and over again so far, so... This might also be the same. Calling this a suicide takes too much for granted, and it's too convenient.
Not true.
Then are you saying there is a killer among us, Kazuichi?
No, there isn't.
Of course that doesn't include Miss Sonia and me.
As Kazuichi said, it's true we've been constantly betrayed.
But
even if I'm betrayed again, I still want to believe in everyone.
oh, here comes the speech.
No matter how many times I may be betrayed, I still want to believe in everyone.
Same
I
girl.
also want to believe that there's no killer. But suicide is unimaginable.
Do you really think so?
But you said it too. It'd be impossible for him to stab himself with a spear in his condition.
I did say difficult, but I never said impossible.
That is true. She did say difficult, not impossible. Huh?
I feel that there's some way he could have stabbed himself with that spear.
Because there is.
What kind of way?
I don't know.
You don't know.
It's impossible to figure out by myself. So let's think about it together. That's how we made it this far up till now.
True. She's got a point.
Everyone, working together.
She's right. We've made it through several ordeals up till now by doing that. Then even now.
Alright, let's do this.
How did Nagito stab himself with a spear? Let's work together and think this through.
Okay.
When the spear stabbed Nagito, his right hand was covered by the knife, right?
Yeah.
He was only able to move his left hand.
But his left hand was also tied up.
Then that rules out
is
his left hand.
No, it doesn't.
If that's the case, the only other way is...
He used his teeth? Or maybe he used his front tail.
Oh my gosh. You and your freaking
Idle
tail.
guys have tails that get hard when they're grabbed.
Okay.
What are you saying?
A blushing Miss Sonia is freaking awesome!
If Nagito committed suicide, then he must have used that spear to stab himself. Even though his arms and legs were tied up, there should have been something that looked suspicious. There was a mark left that clearly shows he did something. Oh, the
How
thing,
did Nagito
the thing.
stab
Where?
himself with a spear? Let's work together and think this through.
When the spear stabbed Nagito, his right hand was covered by the knife.
He was only able to move it...
But his left hand was also...
Then that rules out his left hand.
No, it doesn't.
No, that's wrong!
Hold on. It's still too early to dismiss the possibility that he used his left hand.
Why? I mean, his left hand was tied up, you know?
That doesn't mean anything.
But there was something off about his left hand. The bloodstain on the palm of his hand. Don't you think it looked somewhat strange? He only had blood on the lower area of his palm. Beyond that point, the bloodstain suddenly cuts off, right?
Right.
When the blood splattered, that's as far as it reached, right?
Yeah.
That settles the description of that bloodstain, but it's not the only unnatural bloodstain.
The one on the girder.
Look,
Oh,
there's
no.
blood on the back of his hand, around the middle joints of his fingers.
Like you said, it looks like an unnatural blood stain, but what's wrong with that?
We might need to think and use our imaginations for a bit. If there's blood on his palm and the back of his hand, what was his left hand doing as the blood splattered?
Holding the string or whatever it's called. Gripping.
I see! When the blood splattered, he was probably gripping with his left hand. That's why there's such a strange-looking bloodstain on his palm and the back of his hand.
Was he grabbing his front tail?
Oh my gosh, I kinda know.
Here's the thought! He was obviously grabbing the spear!
Now that you mention it, compared to the rest of his body, the wounds on his left arm are pretty mild. He probably made his wounds mild on purpose, so he could keep his strength while he gripped the spear.
But even if he held the spear with his tied-up left hand, it'd be impossible for him to stab himself.
Hey, Chiaki, what do you think?
Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot.
Hey, don't tell me you're getting sleepy.
No, I am getting sleepy. Thank you for
noticing. At times like this, you should always strike from a good angle. Just like fixing an old TV.
Oh, I got it.
What?
Maybe.
Really?
Yeah, like I thought. It's no mistake that Nagito was gripping the spear. I think.
Yeah.
However, what's important is what section of the spear he was gripping.
The tail of the spear. Which section of the cord?
I see! That's it. Instead of the handle, Nagito must have been holding on to the cord. There was a metal weight at the tip of the cord, but there were bloodstains on that part too. Plus, the joint between the weight and the cord had a bloodstain shaped like it was cut off by something.
Isn't the size of that cut-off section about the same size?
Ah, you're right. So this is the part Nagito was gripping, huh?
Yep.
And then the blood that was supposed to end up here ended up getting on Nagito's left hand.
But why is it so important to know which part of the spear he was gripping?
You're not gonna say he gripped the tip of the cord, swung the spear around, and stabbed himself, right?
Dot dot dot.
That is where the clue to solve this mystery resides. Right, Chiaki?
Right. Dot dot dot.
I am sorry. Of course this mystery will not be solved that easily.
Nagito was gripping the cord, extending from the butt of the spear with his left hand. But from there, how would he stab himself in the stomach with the spear? Dot dot dot.
It seems we are stuck. Shall we have tea time?
Yes.
At a time like this. How about we stick to the plan to think one step at a time instead of expecting the answers all at once?
That's a long plan name.
You're telling me.
One step at a time.
Let's focus on the spear first. Namely, where it was and how it
What the heck did I just push?
was positioned just before it impaled Nagito.
How it was positioned.
Climbing zombie, bro. If I put those facts together along with what we found at the warehouse and think about it, I should be able to figure it out. Where the spear was and what state it was in before it stabbed Nagito. But we will figure out where the spear was and what state it was in before it stabbed Nagito in the next video. Until next time, hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you're new to the channel. And until next time, peace out, my friends. Goodbye.